guys, welcome back to the vlog. We got Will here and myself, and as you can see, we got a ton of audio equipment here that we're gonna be throwing on the R32 today. This is what we got so far. We have a 10-inch subwoofer from Kicker. We have this is a 6.5 and a 4x6. One of the good things that Kicker supply is like when you go to the website, they have a ton of sizes for whatever you need in your vehicle. We also have the KXA brand amplifier, which is the top of the line amp, and it is an 800x5 amplifier. To the left, to your right, we have the Pioneer deck, which we use a lot around here, which is a doubled in. This happens to be the 2660 NEX. We have our T-Spec brand, so all the accessories to make this thing happen. We have the breaker, we have a battery post adapter that you're able to attach extra cables and stuff. We have a ground splitter and we have a power splitter. On top side, we have our ballistic sound deadening, which we use this a lot in the majority of our cars. And then we have a really big ported box that we are going to be putting on. I'm excited because ported boxes, in my opinion, sound the best. I just wish you guys can hear it through the video. It's not, you're not going to be able to hear what we hear, but I know for a fact it's going to make a big difference here.
So we're doing a battery relocation in this, so we did not have to adhere to whatever this stock battery was. We were able to kind of ramp up the amperage and the capacity of our battery because it's going to go in the trunk. So we're not going to have to worry about the size of it. We're going to make a bracket, mount it, and relocate the battery. The amp is going to be super close to it, so we're not going to have any kind of voltage drop as it goes from the battery to here. It's going to have all the power it needs. It's going to be awesome.
Enough talking. Let's get to work, baby.
So our amp is actually going to be located right here, and what Ricky wants to be able to do is be able to tune this thing even though it's installed. We have some mounting holes right here that there's actually a little flap to an M6, and we riv nut it straight into the panel already, so it's holding that in place loosely right now until we're tightening it down. All we're going to do is we're going to bend that on the other side and do one bolt this way. That way, when Ricky needs to service the amp under here, this plate can stay in. He's going to undo 3 bolts. This will come out, and he'll be able to lean in there and do any kind of frequency adjustments, fuse replacements, whatever. If we're really hitting hard, we got to replace those fuses.
I just finished installing all the ballistic sound deadening in here, and it was very simple, super easy. It just takes time. You just gotta take your time, cut every piece, and put it on. And now everything is it's extremely solid. There should be no vibrations coming from this side. I'm sure there's gonna be some more coming from up here and here, which we'll tackle that as we go. But for right now, this is set. I am going to put this panel on the side, and then once I do that, we'll get ready to measure and set where the battery is gonna actually go. Now that I know how this thing is gonna say my look once the cover and the carpet is over it, as you guys notice right here, this is very soft. So we have a spare tire screw-on thing here, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab a screw that fits in here, and I'm gonna build a plate that goes across from this. What the plate is gonna do is gonna prevent stuff to go down into the Air ECU, and it's gonna keep this panel completely flat and strong. So whoever ends up owning this car afterwards can throw whatever they want up here, and then it's not gonna damage anything underneath. So I'm using a very small drill bit just to mark where I want to put the battery. And I already checked underneath. There's nothing down there because the fuel tank ends right here and it goes that way. So the only thing down here is the muffler, and it's a waist away from where I need it. Oh, this is perfect. You guys see where the markings are at? This is a flat surface right here as well, in here, which means I can use rib nuts and I'll be able to bolt it in, which is very nice, and it'll be super solid. So I'm gonna drill those out, put some rib nuts in it, and mount this thing.
Alright guys, we're gonna show you how to make a throttle cocktail. Step 1, grab your limited edition throttle pint glass and some ice. Add some Sonic Sour Nos. Then we're gonna add some GT Grape. Then some Nitro Mango. This one's my favorite. Last but not least, Original Nos. And you can't forget a splash of Coke. Mix it up.
I got a throttle cocktail here. You want to try it?
Sure. What is it?
It's every NOS flavor with a splash of Coke.
That's pretty good.
It's actually not bad, right?
Not bad. Let me get one.
Glenn,
What's that?
I got the throttle cocktail here for you.
Is this
Straight out of a throttle pint glass. This is every NOS flavor.
this isn't like engine oil or
No,
something?
this is every NOS flavor with a splash of Coke.
It's actually really good. It's really good.
That's what I said. I said the same
like,
thing.
You get like a run up of all the flavors and then like grape in the middle, and then you get the Coke on the way out. That's good. If you guys want to make your own throttle cocktail, head over to throtl.com. Pick yourself up one of these glasses. Beautiful beer glass, and then you gotta buy and find every flavor of NOS and a little bit of Coke. Bon appetit.
This is it. Finally, the trunk is gonna go in for the last time. This is it. And every time I say that, I gotta take it right back apart. Battery is in here. It is bolted down. Everything is powered through. Oh, let me show you. Look at this. We'll put the breaker here. The ECU for the Calibrate system is already on standby mode, and the big old relay there. So that's it. We are gonna set this right here. Where's my beautiful carpet? All right, we are gonna put the carpet around here, like it was designed to. And bada bing, bada boom. There's your battery.
Ricky's been killing it on all the sound deadening and all of the trunk work, I guess you could say. Here's Ricky.
Woo!
And so he's already got this thing well buttoned up.
Looks
Really
so
nice job.
nice.
It's cushy.
It is.
Ooh, it's nice. All right, well, up here you can see that it's still body colored and it is empty. It is void of speakers. So I am gonna go ahead and mount these 6.5-inch speakers. I've already done one trial run. Now I gotta show the process of this one right here.
While you are doing that, I'm gonna put some sound deadening right on top, just a bit, just to make sure we don't get any more rattles, and that's it.
Ricky's wiping down this awesome Street Faction seat delete kit for the R32. We had to install it in our previous video just to be able to mount our air system. Quick shout out to these guys that sent us out this delete kit. It went in perfectly. It's really nice looking, and all we're doing is kind of integrating our sound and air system into it.
Alright, so this is the kicker amplifier. This is a 5-channel amp, it's 800 watts, so we'll be able to power all 4 speakers and 1 subwoofer with this, which is amazing because usually you have to install 2 separate amplifiers. But not with this one. It's literally having like 2 amplifiers in one. And for the size and everything, this is freaking amazing. So this is gonna be the final location for it. It's gonna be here, so I'm gonna make a little mount for it, like a wooden mount, have it level. We'll be able to sit it here, and from there we'll start doing all the wiring. Alright, so these are my 3 mounting areas. So I'm gonna drill these 3 things out. Then I'm gonna rip now the bottom of the car. Then I'm gonna bolt this down with flush bolts. And then from there we'll be able to mount the amp and then start doing all the wiring. Our kicker amplifier is already installed and mounted. We use some T-spec fuse splitter and some power splitters. Next step is gonna be, we are gonna be re-putting back the Street Faction panels with the 6.5 speakers that Will mounted. From here, we are gonna get the car off a lift and we are gonna begin to calibrate the air system.
All right, we are finally done putting all this in back together. So last episode we kind of teased you guys. We got the air suspension system put in. It's time to actually get this thing out there and see just how low it goes.
Now that the car is off the lift, we're gonna go ahead and calibrate it. Now it's important that you do this on a level surface. So in other words, don't do it in your street if it has undulations and like that, because the height sensors are gonna all read differently. So you want it on as smooth and level of pavement or concrete as possible. We use this pad in our shop right here. This seems to be about the most level space in our shop. So it's going to get the height sensors down as closely as possible. The cool thing about AccuAir's E-Level Plus is you actually just hold down a sequence on your phone or on the touchpad inside the car. So we started with the car completely up. We're leaving the car on so the battery's charging because the compressors draw a lot of current. Will's going to actually start the calibration on his phone. We're going to let this thing figure out its amount of travel essentially. What it's going to do is it's all the way up, it's going to go all the way down. It's going to measure the voltage on the height sensors, and at that point it learns that's what the max travel is on each of the corners. And at that point it can set what it thinks is the appropriate ride height and level 3 and level 1 heights, and we can go back and manually reset those later if we want. So we're gonna go ahead and see what it decides is a good ride height for us, see where we go from there. This is the car fully aired out. This is in its maximum down position. So as you can see, we got a lot of travel in the rear, and that's due to when Ricky and I basically tubbing the rear of this car, welding in our own material. What's cool is this car can actually roll at this height in the back. There's no interference, which is really cool. Something as we do these, we've learned as we've gone to create the clearance we need, that this thing can basically travel. If you need to, if you want to, you could actually roll it all the way down. So if you have an airbag failure in the rear, you could theoretically drive it like this in the back. So now that preset heights are set, we can actually show you guys what those are now. So a height position 1 is essentially just for looks, something you wouldn't necessarily want to drive on per se, because you're gonna have a lot of negative camber. It's gonna be really close to your fenders. You should be able to roll into a car show and make the car look really good as you do it. So here's height 1. That's position 1. Let's show you guys position number 2. This is effectively the ride height. So when you get in the car, you can actually turn the E-Level Plus on, so it knows that when you key on, it'll automatically go to this ride height. You can also turn that function off. Some people like it, some people don't. But this is a really tolerable ride height. This is something that we can drive confidently on the freeway, around town, not worry about ripping the body kit off this thing. As you guys can hear, it's actually trimming while we're talking. And that means that it's making some small minor adjustments to make sure each corner is even. And now let's show you guys position 3. And this is sort of an extreme. This is a position you probably won't use very often, but it's just in case you need to get the car high really quickly to get over something. You just hit position number 3. And I should say this isn't max height. This is actually just a height that we've pre-selected as 3. So as you can see, that the front is pretty tall, and that's to get in out of steep driveways or over a big bump. And the rear is also up about another 50%. Okay, and that's gonna round out our E-Level management. Preset heights, 1, 2, and 3. Again, we love these E-Level Plus systems on our wide body cars in particular because it gives you the ability to drive the car at a safe height where you're not gonna tear the body kit up and drag the frame on the ground. So it makes the car look better a lot longer. It also gives us the ability to lay the thing down as low as possible at events and stuff like that so it looks as impressive as it can. I mean, look at this. This is insane. Huge shout out to AccuAir. The E-Level Plus system is, in our opinion, the creme de la creme for air systems currently. That's why we use it on a lot of our wide body builds, or all of our wide body builds. And an even bigger shout out to UAS for making us air struts that allow us to have so much travel. We've used other air struts in the past, and they do not compare travel-wise or ride comfort-wise. I would compare these closely to a coilover. So if you guys are on the fence about coilovers versus bags and you have a wide body car, I highly recommend checking out a bag setup. You can find all of those bits available on throtl.com. We do sell majority of these items there. Now we just gotta go test drive it, see how she runs.
What do you think, Becky?
Woo! Let me see. That was the answer I was expecting from Evan.
It's like trippy because with these Pandem R32s, from what I've seen, they've never been this low. Like they always have a lot of wheel gap because the arch is so big. But look at that. That is sick. The wheels fit really nice too. So shout out to Pandem for the wheel specs and work wheels for these guys, and as well as the Falcon Azenis RT660s. The stance on this car is crazy. Another unique element that I've seen a lot of people comment about is the wing. This is a new wing from Pandem. It's the V1.5 wing, which is very unique. Very interesting to have the wing end plates kind of integrated on the side here. And then we have the center body color because these come just satin black. Really awesome start for this build. I'm really excited. Got a lot of really awesome parts still to install. Like the those are coming soon.
Whoa, you can't leak that.
You can bleep it, just bleep it. Street Faction, rear seat delete with the AccuAir and the kickers. So still a little bit more to go. We got the front door cards as well, the dash and carpet and seats. And this doesn't even cover the engine stuff we got planned too. Wow. So if you like this video, please smash the like button right now. I am so excited for this thing. Turning out amazing. I love the yellow color. I love everything that the guys have done. Is that it?
For now,
is that all the time?
Until next.
That's all the time we have for you guys in today's video. Please leave us a big thumbs up, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. So we just had a meeting. We put all the entries for Throttle Dream Build 3 on a spreadsheet, and we just went through a ton of them one by one and reading all of the amazing submissions, and we came to an agreement after a lot of deliberation, and we're gonna call the winner right now. His name is Peter. So let me go grab everyone here. We'll get everyone together and we'll do like a FaceTime or whatever. All right, winner of VIP Dream Build number 3, Peter Hang. Hey, Peter. There he is. Hey. What's up, brother?
Hell yeah.
Hey, guess what?
What's up?
We're fixing up your FJ Cruiser, brother. You're the winner. Woo!
Hell yeah, bro.
Congratulations.
Oh my god.
Is he shedding a tear right now?
Alright.
What's up,
Yeah,
buddy?
what's up? We really appreciate all your support. We know you've also submitted all 3 times. We think the FJ Cruiser is going to be a really cool project, and we hope you get some really good use out of it.
No, definitely. Like, I'm shaking right now. It was definitely hard. It was hard trying to basically make myself, you know, stand out and everything, but.
We appreciate it, man. It worked.
You did a good job.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
We'll get your car shipped out here, and we'll work together on picking out a whole bunch of parts from Throtl and get you all souped up and on the road soon.
I don't know what to say.
All right, dude, we'll talk soon, man.
See you,
Congrats.
man.
Later. That's it.